Oh, oops. He's out fishing. Again, just down on the beach, Llanddulas. I got me, got a carp rod, just with a fucking hell, I can't even speak, a lugworm on a running ledger rig, just letting it bounce around in the wave, in the current and the tide. Tide's on its way out, and her ladyship's up there. She's up there lure fishing. Got some lures, so she's quite happy lure fishing. I expected that to be bouncing around. I put a small swim feeder on it, and there was a fucking cormorant there. I put a small, like 1.5 ounce swim feeder on it, stuffed with sponge, and with all worm juices, and you get the worm juices out the bottom of the bucket. I froze them, and I put it in a little pot. Here's my little pot that I've stood on. Oh no! I'll find it in a minute. I did put it down. It's the same colour as the fucking stones. Anyway, yeah, I've got a little pot. It's got this worm juice, and I poured it all over some sponge and casted it out. In theory, it'll give off a nice little whiff. Where is it? What now? Looking at me, look. It's a pot full of worm juice. New invention. Chuck Dundee patent. Anyway, I'm going to have a little bit of a fish. See if we can catch anything. I doubt it, but you never know. I had a bass yesterday. I put a picture up. And yeah, I had a bass yesterday. Only a small one, but didn't film yesterday. So thought I'll just do a little bit of something. We had a couple of mackerel the other night, a couple of dogfish, whiting. I've got a couple of little clips. I'll throw them in a bit. Put something up, eh? Sorted. Right, I'm going fishing. See you in a bit. Oh, sun's bright. That's why you're not looking that way. If you look that way. No, you're all blind yet. Oh, hang on. Oh. How bright that is. Shocking stuff. Still not caught anything. But to be fair, I've only been here about 20 minutes. So, some people go all year catching out. Although I'm not actually expecting to catch anything. I never do. But you never know. There's always a chance, isn't there? Well, there's a bait in the water, there's a chance. Hey. Tide's proper ripping out now. It doesn't go out really that far here. It gets to a sort of certain point and sort of stops. Did I have a bite then? Maybe. That little weight's bouncing around like a lunatic, which is good. That's what I was after. Just sort of chuck a bait out and just let it bounce around and let it search. When I was doing it here, I did here the other night. It didn't go well, I have to be honest. It was, yeah, it was bouncing around in the rocks. So you can imagine how long that bounced around for before it was jammed solid. But now I'm casting onto sand. So it should bounce around a bit more or a bit longer before I lose it. That's the plan anyway. The ladyship's half a mile up the frigging beach now. I just moved a little bit because you can see the sandbars here. So I'm on a bit of a point here, so I can sort of cast. I can cast that way and still be further out than if I cast that way. if you know what I mean. I'm just waffling, waiting to catch a monster. Anyway, see you in a bit.
It's a little bit of a surf on, not a lot. Sun's still quite high. About just after 7 o'clock. We've got Hakan and Master Fishman premiering at 8 o'clock tonight. I'll have to watch that one. I like fishing. Doesn't look like I'm going to be filming much. I'm likely busy and caught some stuff. I'm fucking cold all week. Pain in the ass. I don't know if you can hear me over the waviness of the water. Waving, that's a lot of call it as well. Technical term for a bit of surf. Waviness. Stacey's still half a mile up the fucking beach. I shouldn't think she's caught anything because I haven't heard a squeal yet. I've got this very light rig just bouncing around. Just now the bottom's a bit clear, it'll bounce around better. I'm getting snagged up as much. But you never know. You definitely see a fish in this video because I'll have the clips. What we caught the other night. But I didn't film. I didn't film as I'm filming now, if you know what I mean. Hello. Keep plodding along, eh?
Talking of boring videos, as this one's going to be, some geezer put a comment on my second mole shooting video yesterday, I think it was, and he said it's the most boring video on the internet. The most boring. This guy's got 15 subscribers and he's got a video of how to do the fucking Rubik's Cube in 5 minutes or something. I used to see kids when I was in school do a Rubik's Cube in about 30 seconds. Anyway, the videos he got, I've got like 30 odd views, about 35 something views in 3 years. So I don't believe mine is the most boring video on the internet. It could very well be his. Fancy coming onto in someone's channel and telling them how shit they are. When you've got 15 subscribers yourself and you've got 30 fucking views or 35 views in like 3 years. It's like turning up to a gunfight without any fucking ammo, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't mind so much if you've got bigger channels and whatnot, people with more subscribers and do better content than I do. I'm quite happy with them to say, yeah, yours is shit. I say, well, it's not as good as theirs, but hey, fucking bad when someone like that turns up and calls it shit. But hey ho, what can you do? You can't please everyone, can you? I mean, that second mole shoot video's got about, I think it's 2,000 something views. It's not very, it wasn't as popular as the other one, 40 odd thousand views, but it's had a few more views than the bloke that was slagging it off. But what do you expect? You know what I mean? A mole shooting video, you're going to be standing there, aren't you, waiting for the mole to fucking pop up before you can shoot it. So apparently there's a thing called editing. Didn't know about that. Perhaps you should all look into it. This thing called editing. Anyway, that's enough of me fucking whining. Come on, fish. This fucking rod's bouncing around like a loony. Bound to lose the stuff in a bit. yeah, I think I'll probably just watch Hakan's premiere, The Master Fisherman, if anyone's interested in his channel, The Master Fisherman. Fuck, he catches some fish and all that dudes. Anyway, right, I shall stand here pointlessly staring at the rod tip for another half an hour, unless I think of something else to whinge about. I just thought that bloke calling my fucking video boring. When he had like the only thing I fucking 35. I mean, who the fuck gets 35 views? You can watch it yourself more than that in 3 years, couldn't you? You know what I mean? Anyway, so there you go. Just tickled me, did I? I thought it was quite funny. I gave him a couple of comments and then I thought, you know what, fuck off. Anyway, I'm going to watch me rod pointlessly. See you in a minute. There you go. Dead one. Wow. Smallest fucking doggy on the planet. But it's a fish. It's a fish. Still no fish. Oh, well, that's a shocker, isn't it? Well, hey, you've seen some fish. You've seen me clips. So don't complain there's no fish. Fucking sun's coming back from behind the cloud now. I was just watching the Master Fisherman's premiere. Nice bass. Have a look at the Master Fisherman's channel. Well, some of you are already be subscribed to him, but yeah, check it out. Stacey's back up there now. She had to come and get a coat. She was cold. It has gone a bit chilly here, to be fair. I had one little bite before, and as I hit it, I felt a little fucking wriggle on the end. And a couple of taps, and then nothing. Gone. So I don't know what it was. Probably a bloody crab. I was saying that the bait coming back not shredded, so I don't think we've got any crab issues yet. And oh, she's off again. She's like a fucking lure casting lunatic. She's fucking taking the bag with her. Oh dear. Well, I think I'll probably give her another 20 minutes, half an hour maybe. We're going dark in a bit. You're going to be wandering along all these rocks in the dark. Fucking break your ankles. That'll make a good video, wouldn't it? Broken ankle. Ooh, the rod tickled. Mind you, got that light set up on, so it's still bouncing around. The waves are getting a bit stronger. But hey ho, might go over there on the sand in a minute. There again, I might not. Might have a route round the rock. I was having a look a minute ago to see if I could find any peeler crabs, but can't find any. And any leads, any weights that people have lost. There's a fucking rig of mine here somewhere I lost last week. I'll have to have a route round for that in a bit. Oh well. Yes, looks like another blank. Did have a bass yesterday though, you've seen the picture of that. Fucking cold yesterday. Good hell. Shocking. I think I was the only person, or more or less the only person on the beach. I didn't see anyone else catch anything anyway. But it was the only fish caught, I think. So, you never know. Right. It's pointlessly stand here staring at my rod again for another few minutes. And then I'm going to go home. See you in a bit. Well, fook me. Fooky doodly. I had a little bit of a tickle on the end of the rod. Foul look the fucking weaver in the tail. A narky looking little bastard, isn't he? Is it me? Are they early? Gotta get the little fucker off now. Lovely stuff. At least it's not a blank, eh? I missed it. Oh, crap. Well, oops. That's going to be it, I think. Starting to go dark. It doesn't look it on the camera, but it is. It's a right nasty, shitty cloud there. Look at that. Whoa, good God. Yeah, starting to blow a howler. Starting to rain. I got this pissy thin ass coat on. And I caught a fucking murder fish. At least it wasn't a blank. Fucking madam's over there. Fucking plugging away like a loony. She fucking loves that shit, I tell you. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it, I think. Hang on, just tighten my line up. A little bit of a slacky. Sea's roughed it up, so that light setup's bouncing around properly now. Anyway, yes, that's going to be it, I think. Bit of something to put on, something to watch, eh? Should start catching fish soon. Ooh, one of my farmers was ploughing and drilling earlier on, so we might even get some shooting done. Oh, what do you reckon? Anyway, right, I'm going to go. Hope you enjoyed the clips, hope you enjoyed watching this nonsense. Give us a thumbs up if you did. I thought I had a bite there, but no. Big chunk of weed on my line and away with it. Anyway, right, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Catch you later, poops.